Okay, so tonight I'm making some pasta, chicken with vodka sauce and fettuccine. I'm gonna cook the chicken first. Got salt and peppered already. Go in the pan. And just salt and pepper the other side. Fast forward through the hand washing. Yeah. Are you allowed to what? Yeah. Just don't play any copyrighted songs. You gotta do all originals. Do you have any originals? Yeah. And then on a medium. So I got the water heating up. I'm gonna use my old favorite cast iron pan. It's a Griswold from the 1930s. It's a beautiful thing. It's the first cast iron pan I got, and I love it. It's beautiful. Anyway, it's a number 8, so it's kind of small. We're going to use it anyway. I'd like to get a new number 9. I broke the last one it was from the 1920s. It broke, and it was the saddest day ever. We need to weld it back together again. Anyway, so I can't remember what it is. So we're going to do chicken. I'm going to roast it. And I'm going to make a vodka sauce. Put the chicken back in, and then fettuccine. Put it all together. We're started. Oh, I got some hand crushed San Marzano tomatoes. Now, when you buy tomatoes, San Marzano is the best, but you need to get whole tomatoes and hand crush them, because what happens is you can pull the stems out. The people that pack tomatoes, they put the best quality tomatoes in the ones that are whole. So if you get diced tomatoes or whatever else, you're getting like the lesser cuts. And whole tomatoes, best way to go. Hand crush it. You can pull the stems out, and then you just got tomato. It's a beautiful thing. And it also tells you just how ripe they were when they were packed. Gonna turn the fan on. The gas stove. We don't want to die of whatever that gas is it gives off. Anyway, we're gonna cook this, and then we'll be back. We got the water heating up. I'll come back when it's time to pull this out and start the sauce. Okay, it's time to put the chicken. So I put this splash shield on there. Makes a little bit less of a mess, and it holds a little bit of the heat in, and so you kind of get to cook to the middle of the chicken. So we'll flip this, guys. Some home chicken. Put this back on here. Alright. Now, I'm gonna cook that until I can check the temperature, and it gets up to 165 is what it's supposed to be for chicken. So we'll probably test it and pull it about that time, maybe 160 or so. There's going to be some carryover. I'll take this out, I'll put it on a plate and let it sit for a bit, and then I'll chop it up and then put it back into the sauce after we get that going. Anyway, if you don't have one of these things, that's a thermal pan. Oh, it's got a crack in it somehow. How'd that happen? Must have been my wife. There's a wine stain, so it had to have been. Anyway, this is like the most awesome thing ever. It will feel the temperature in seconds, and it gives you an instant read. I guess that's why they call it an instant read thermometer, but it's a beautiful thing. You gotta have one if you don't have one. All right, we're gonna be back when the chicken's done. All right, chicken ought to be done. $158, $63. That's done. A clean fork. I'll put these on here, and we'll get the vodka sauce started in there. Oh, by the way, it's kind of based on a Lydia recipe. I always forget. Yeah, I need something in front of me to like look at it. But the pages that are stuck together are my go-to recipes. Anyway, we'll let that sit. Now I need some butter, and then I need some olive oil. Are you here to help, Lulu? There's some olive oil, and we need to put some onions, so about a cup of diced red onions in this case, because that's what I had in the size. It made sense to get a cup. And then we're going to put some garlic that was just crushed, and we'll pull that out when we're making the sauce. I'm gonna see if I can get a wood thingy. I don't know if there's enough moisture in there to kind of deglaze the pan. I usually use stainless steel for this. I kind of wanted to use the old cast iron pan, just because I love this thing. It's beautiful. So medium heat. We're gonna get the sauce started a little bit. I'm using some fettuccine. That's the Rayos. This takes about 15 minutes to get to al dente. But there's nothing but flavor in this pan. I think I probably use a little bit too much olive oil, but you know what? I'm okay with that. There's nothing better that smells, there's nothing that smells better than onions, you know, cooking up in a pan. Onions and garlic. People walk in the house and they're like, wow, that smells great. Even my son, who says he doesn't like onions, he loves the smell of onions. think we're gonna put the sauce in here pretty quick because that's about enough. There's the tomatoes, San Marzanos. It's a cast iron pan, but it's well seasoned. So, you know, the tomatoes are a bit acidic. It's not gonna have any issue with the pan. I'm gonna mix that up. Kind of deglaze. Get all that flavor in there. And then we're going to let this cook down a bit. And then I'll start the pasta. Oh, I forgot to put the chilies in. Oh well. We'll do that now. It's a little too late, but oh, where is it? Lulu, how did you let me forget the chili flakes? Can we find a spot over here to do it? I don't think we can. We're gonna have to do it this way. Ooh. Yeah. A little bit of a fail. I can't believe you did that to me. You're supposed to be a best friend. Anyway. Oh, somebody's texting me. My daughter has this friend named Claire, and every time I see my daughter talking to her on her phone, there's Claire, and she's in the phone. So this is very sad. My daughter has her trapped in her cell phone, and she won't let her out. So Claire is trapped in my daughter's phone. And when I see her, I say, you need to let her out. And she says, let me out, let me out. And my daughter says, no. Anyway, evidently the only thing she can do in that phone is to watch my videos. And my videos are just terrible. They're awful boring. And it's very sad. And that's why I'm very worried about her. But I just can't talk my daughter into letting her go. So I'm thinking about, like, maybe I need to start a GoFundMe page for her to free her from my daughter's cell phone. I think maybe she would let her out if she got enough money. I don't know. So if anybody wants to contribute to the Save Claire GoFundMe page, let me know and I'll get that started. I can try to, get my daughter to do it on her own, but she's very stubborn. I don't know if anybody has a 16-year-old daughter. They probably understand. Anyway, that's where we're at. So I'm going to let this cook down a bit, and I think it's about time to start the fettuccine. I need to learn Italian because They have such great words. It just, I mean, everything they say sounds like it's good food. I don't even know what it means. Do we have tongs in here? Oh, we do. Look at that. Somebody put it in there the wrong way. Let's turn this up a little bit. I'm going to set the timer. For, let's see. Let's set it for 13 minutes. Start. I got a pretty small pan here for doing this, but just got to remember to take out the garlic at the right time. Anyway, if anybody else is worried about Claire, just, you know, make a note in the comments. We should probably try to help her, right? I mean, I feel really bad. My daughter is so cruel. She needs to be free. Alright, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. We don't want to burn anything. I'm going to let that bubble away and thicken a little bit. And then we'll add the vodka and cream. Well, and then about a cup of Parmesan. We'll be back. Alright, here we go again. Time to put the cream and vodka in. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. I'm going to put this back into that pan to mix everything together, because this pan is just too small to kind of put everything together. Oh, I got to remember to get the garlic out, or not. You know, it's kind of like a little surprise. You know, you're eating pasta and then you bite into a big piece of garlic. That's boiling pretty good. We got a minute left. Stir this around a little bit. I'm going to keep a little bit of that pasta water. About a cup or so. And I'll use that to just even out the sauce so it looks good. And then I'm going to let this cook down a little bit. I'm kind of running late. I screwed it around and I lost attention for a bit. We gotta get that garlic out. So I need this thing. See if we can find them. I don't know, how do you call garlic? Back when I was a kid, well, in high school, I used to work on, or help out on the farm, and they would call the pigs. It was something like, where'd it go? Anyway, it was like, I think you call pigs by saying suey, suey, or something like that. Zoe, do you know how to call pigs? Huh? Suey, I think. Sweet. I can't remember how to say it. I mean, I grew up in the city. I don't know anything about pigs. Yeah, you know what? I should probably mix the pasta again. Anyway, poor Claire. It's got to be tough. I mean, it's tough enough being a teenage girl, but man, doing it and being stuck in your friend's phone. I mean, what kind of friend is that anyway that would trap you in their phone? It makes no sense to me. Well, what do I know about teenagers? Nothing. I haven't been there for, I don't know, 40 years. I'm old. What do you think, Lulu? Are you worried about Claire too? Yeah. I'm gonna do something I hate to do. Well, maybe I won't. I have a real hatred of colanders. And the reason I hate them is that they take up so much room. I mean, I got a small kitchen, and you know, you put a colander into a cupboard, it takes up a lot of real estate. And you know, the thing is, you can just use the tongs and pull out the noodles. So there's not enough room in here to take and cream up the noodles with the sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to drain the water out of the pan, and then I'm going to put this back in there to mix. Oh, you know what else I forgot? The chicken. Let's turn that off for a minute. I'm going to cut up the chicken and put it in there. I was so worried about Claire, I completely forgot about the chicken. My God, poor Claire. I think it's all that. We got some pasta water saved, so we're okay. We need chicken. All right. Here's my Japanese so I can't remember how you pronounce this name of this thing, but this is the best knife ever. Suni or sushi or I can't remember what it's called. It's a beautiful thing. Let's cut up some chicken. Oops. I don't know why you're always here when I'm cooking. Yeah, but she never gets any. I'm gonna put that in there. And the chicken. Yep, see that? Pan's a little small. Now, I'm gonna dump this. And we're gonna put that in there and mix it up. See how that goes. This could go terribly bad. Maybe I should do it over the sink. I'm a little scared. Watch out, Lulu. Yeah, that seems okay. Like a good idea. Yeah, that was a good idea. Now, let's turn that on a little bit. Low. Let's add a little bit of water. Pasta water. And we need a little bit of the Parmesan. I'm gonna add a little bit now, and then I'm gonna add a little bit later. I'm not sure if I'm gonna mix it with this or that. I think I'll start with this. We're gonna put this together. So there's starches in the pasta. This is why it's kind of nice to use this bigger pan. What you're doing is you're connecting the starches up and to thicken the sauce. I think we can turn that off. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, we're not far away. Yeah, it's pretty good. So you want to have a sauce that sticks. That way when you get noodle, you get sauce. Now, you know, I think you're supposed to use penne for this. You know, the Italians are very, very strict about what kind of sauce you can use with what kind of pasta and so forth. And yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to cut your pasta. There's rules, etiquette when it comes to pasta, and I don't know any of that, and I'm probably breaking everything, every rule. But this is Iowa. It works. It works here. Okay, so this is ready to eat. One thing I did forget is to warm up the baguette that I bought today. Oh, we got to put the rest of the parm in there. And I got to call my daughter, tell her to come home and eat. She's at a sleepover at the neighbor's house, but she wants to come back and eat dinner here. And I can't blame her. Okay. Yeah, I might just come back for a little final shot of plated, maybe. We'll see. But that's about it. That's chicken and vodka sauce. And, you know, that's all, Lulu. We help save Claire. Are you okay? Worried about Claire. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's the end of this awful boring video, and I hope Claire's survived. That's all. Came home for food, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is my favorite cast iron pan. Griswold. This is from the 1930s. I could probably wipe that off so you can see it. It looks like we're out of paper towels. Oh my God! Ah! Huh?
Talk to me.
No, I'm making a video and I'm talking to myself.
Oh.
What do you think of this pan? Is this the most beautiful pan you've ever seen in your life?
Well, I mean, I don't know how to tell if the pan's beautiful.
Well, look at this. cast iron skillet 8. So this cast is beautiful. 704V. Smooth. This is just gorgeous. And it's flat. Momster has not ruined this pan yet. Thank God. Because she is okay, I guess. She has not done anything to help Claire, though. Are you worried about Claire? Did you know that she's stuck in your sister's phone? And your sister won't let her out?
I can hear her screaming.
Yes, I'd hear that in my nightmares. I could probably use a little bit more seasoning on that. Okay, I got a baguette in here, just kind of warming up a little bit. It's not one of mine, it's from the co-op. We're gonna pull that out. I think it's probably warmed up enough. And then we're gonna finish. For real. I need to get some kind of cutting board out. It's got some ghost sneeze right there. Alright. We got the pasta, nice and creamy. Some bread, some ghost sneeze. It's a beautiful thing. Right, Lulu? You like chicken? Oh, poor girl. Okay. I think that's a good place to end it for this. I mean, I could cut this up, but it's just a co-op baguette. There's nothing interesting there. Anyway, thanks for watching.